Happy Friday, everyone. I am doing a surprise live stream and I was thinking, hey, you want to come say hey? And I feel like I haven't been on here and I haven't gotten to like hang out with people or see people because I've been so heads down on this work week and on everything going on. But I'm telling you right now, I have clocked out for my last meeting of the day and I am ready officially for this weekend to begin. So I was just like, hey, at least for a little bit before dinner and everything, I could come hang out with y'all and like come say, hey, how's it going? Tell you about my day. And hey, Monster Cookie and Poke Gangsters. I wanted to tell you guys about some of the stuff that I did today, though. So this was kind of cool. I got to do a panel interview this morning with my good friend, Miss Desiree Martinez. And she has a channel here on YouTube, and she also hosts the Women of YouTube podcast, which is sponsored by our good friends over at TubeBuddy. And what's up, Corbin? And so what was really, really exciting is the panel in particular was actually talking about being a female, oh goodness, puppy sneezes, being a female creator on the platform. And if there are differences, challenges, all that kind of good stuff. And I just have to say, it was like so cool just being in a group of other fellow creators and getting to talk about this kind of stuff. So it's really cool. It's going to be part of the Vid Summit online curriculum, which I thought is just like really, really exciting because I think it's the first time they've ever done a panel like that. So very, very cool. Very, very excited about all of that. And for the rest of the day, I was feeling kind of like pumped and jazzed because I was just like, it was that adrenaline like shot in the morning and just like, yes, this is going to be a good day. And I had meetings like throughout the rest of the day, but now that I'm done with my last one, I'm like, we should totally, I don't know like how much anyone else will get into it, but like we may even have to have a little like dance party. So I don't know. We're gonna have to pick a song. And I think when I play a song, you guys can hear it. So jam with me for a minute. Jam with me for just a minute. Let's see. Let's pick one. No? Yes? Can you hear? I don't think you hear anything. How about now? If your Friday is going well, give it a little boogie. I haven't actually heard the song. I don't know. I want it to be louder. Let's try the one. Shannon Morris, how you doing? I was just saying, it's been a girl power morning kind of day, and I'm here for it, so we're celebrating. I wish you guys were all here. We would have a dance party, socially distanced. So maybe this is it. I just feel dumb though because I'm the only one doing it. Oh yeah, you get that? All right, so let's talk a little bit about your guys' Friday. Excuse me. Shannon, how are you? I am so excited that you are here, that you popped in at least to say hello. Shannon has a really awesome channel, IT, tech, security, because it always makes my heart so happy inside when I see another female kind of in the tech, and especially like information security type of stuff. I mean, you're doing cybersecurity, like smart stuff, very, very smart stuff. So I love that. I love that so much. And we got to see more of it. We have to see more. You're dancing? Yes. Yeah. And here's something so awesome. Get this. Because I've been working so hard on getting my e-course, which is launching next Friday, by the way, people, next Friday. My husband was nice enough to volunteer to make dinner. So that's why I was like, I have a little bit of time right now to come on and like, just like party and jam with y'all. And, I was like, oh, I'm going to take advantage of that because that's actually really, really cool. By the way, what are you cooking for dinner? Just curious. I think we're having some sort of like barbecue beef enchilada thing. It's one of those, not like Hello, it's Home Chef. So, we do Home Chef. And, you love my video. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I love the pumpkins too. Thank you so much for that. But actually I was saying, I don't know if you caught it earlier, so this morning I was on this panel, which was like women of like YouTube and just different female creators. And I just got jazzed for the rest of the day, starting my day off that way and actually getting to talk with other like female creators. It was like the best. It totally had me on like a fun high for like, well, through now. Because what's so funny is, so this time yesterday, I was so cranky. I was so angry. I was so like feeling depressed and down and totally just like, we have our first super chat. Okay, hold on. I am going live right now with ecamm, and eventually I put in like an overlay that is supposed to come up on screen and I think catch on fire. Give me a second. Wait, we're gonna find it. Let me see if I can find it. Thank you so much, Surprised Son. Appreciate you. Let me see if I can find it. Ecamm. No. Countdown. Nope. Oh, okay. I think I found it. Super chat sticker. Wait. Okay. I think it's going to show up now. Ready? Yes. Oh, I'm supposed to do that, and I'm supposed to do the Yes, I made that animation, by the way, inside of Keynote with a transparent background, and yeah, I made that special in case that there was a super chat one time while I'm streaming. So I'm very excited. Okay, let me turn that off now so it stops catching fire. Thank you so much, Daniel Swanson. How's it going? Not first super. I'm just first super chat of this live stream. So, but I had been waiting to use that particular overlay inside of ecamm because you can have a collection of different like little video things or things to put. Oh yeah, I can show you. So like check this out. Like I created this one. Hopefully I didn't resize them. We'll see. Hopefully, yeah. So I created this one too. So now I can have like my socials and everything. Oh, this side, like a good little YouTuber, and have them all pop up and stuff on screen, right? Not bad. And let's see. Oh, I have another one. Okay, I'm gonna pause this one. No more socials. I have this one, which I also created. And it's got, oh look, no, God, everything's opposite. So now there's a like and subscribe animation, right? We're making live streams look kind of like profesh over here. And by the way, if you didn't know, God dang it, every time. That particular animation, I have it for sale in my Etsy shop in case you really care and ever wanted one. You could do it there. Or you can buy my course, which is coming out on Friday, and it includes one for free. Aha, same one that I sell in my Etsy shop. I just thought I'd throw it in as a bonus so people don't actually have to make their own. Okay, there's that one. Do you guys want to see what else? Not that you guys care, but I'm really, really liking ecamm right now. So here, I'll show you. Here's my lower third. Oh yeah, I think I don't have it stretched out though, so I gotta make it bigger. 1 second. See, the lives of, it's too hard to do it live. I'm sorry. Okay, it's stretched out incorrectly. I stink at lives. Okay. Anyways, so there you go. So the course, if you go to iMovie, madeeasy.com, it's gonna list all the stuff that you get, but it's $99. And I'm so excited because it has like over 6 hours of content of me being on screen, which I don't know if that's a good thing, but I give you like a bunch of clips and we edit a project together. So like I give you all the same clips so that you can do the exact same thing, because I think it's really, really important when you're learning editing that if I'm going to show you how to do it, then you should have all the same stuff so that when you do it, then you're like, it looks and feels the same. Because I actually took an editing course where I really wish that was the case. They wanted us to learn these principles, but it was on like our own time. And I was like, wow, if we really had the same clips and stuff, then I would know if I was kind of like doing it right. So I wanted to definitely make that. And even before I took the other course that I did, Steve Dotto can tell you, it was 2 years ago that I first came up with this course. While I was at the very first Vid Summit, I was saying, yeah, I'm going to create this course. And I didn't think anyone was going to buy it. I didn't think enough effort. I don't know. It was just one of those weird things. I was just underselling myself a lot. And one of the things I learned from the panel this morning is that we as women, we really have to like have more self-confidence in ourselves a lot of the time, because we tend to undersell ourselves and undervalue ourselves a lot. But I was super, super excited because I was like, I didn't even think I was going to get this course out and it was just going to be like forever. And then my friend Trina, who was creating a course but for Final Cut Pro, and she's like, oh, I'm doing a second round and it's going to be like October 16th. And I was like, you know what, Shelly, you just have to get your feet in. You just have to do it and just commit. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna catch you on your second release of your Final Cut Pro course, and then maybe there's some people who want to come over to mine or something. And it was super cool because I was like, I'm not doing Final Cut, at least for like probably another year, so I could definitely send people your way. And she's like, oh, I could send people your way because I'm not gonna do it on iMovie. And I was like, perfect. But she's like, but your course has to be done. So I have spent the last like month, like, it's been so many hours. I can't even. And when I was telling my friend Steve, though, Steve Dotto, because I remember the very first Vid Summit, we sat down together and he sat with me outside of one of the lectures and he was like, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you making this course? And we sat down and we got a pricing structure. And it was 2 years ago, even back then, when I was just like, this is how I envision it. 1 chapter for audio, 1 chapter for video, 1 chapter for overlays. And he's like, okay, then just make the videos. And then I was like, yeah. And it's finally 2 years later, almost exactly to the date, because I think Vid Summit the first time was like October 19th, so it's almost exactly 2 years after that I first said I was going to make this course, where I'm actually putting it out, and it feels amazing. And Steve was nice enough when I told him, I sent him a message. I was like, hey Steve, I'm finally launching iMovie Made Easy, and his response was, shut up, no you're not. And I'm like, no, I swear, I'm doing it, I'm launching it. And he actually invited me onto his channel on Wednesday while he was doing this webinar, which, by the way, totes impressed with. He had Restream and he had all kinds of like fun overlays. He had a recorded video in this webinar. There were like 500 people on this webinar, and it was so smooth and so like well done that I was really like in my head, I was thinking like, wow, like this live stream setup is like legit. And I've been thinking about throwing in a weekly live stream on my channel and having it be like maybe like a Q&A or like some sort of like teaching demo lesson or something, but like once a week. And I was just like, but I was like, wow, to get to the level that he's at, I mean, it's so impressive. And he's using Restream because it's also going to like a couple of other places. And actually, I have a meeting with Restream, I think, next week, because they'd reached out to me in the past to talk about, and I've used their service. I've bought their service before in the past. And I've also, like, I've been testing so much live streaming stuff recently. And when I was recording the course materials, I decided to, I really wanted to be on screen so that you could see me as well as you could be doing the video lesson, because I think it's really important to still be able to like see. So I was starting to look around at different options. I was like, I could do StreamYard, I could do like QuickTime, which was going to be QuickTime recording the screen and then having a separate video of myself. And I was like, oh, and then syncing it all and post later is going to be a big pain. So I was really trying to do something where I could record at the same time as I was showing my screen. And then, do you guys remember back when the TubeBuddy did I think it's back here with my pillow, the TubeBuddy Corn stream, where it was like the 24-hour thing? One of their sponsors was ecamm. And I was so bummed because they were giving away like a year's worth of ecamm for certain donations or prizes and stuff like that during the 24 hours, and I never won one. So I was really bummed. But then actually afterwards, I got in touch with the people from ecamm, and they offered to give me a year's worth of ecamm, and that was so cool. But that, if you guys remember, was like over 6 months ago. And so when I was thinking about the course stuff again, I was like, oh my gosh, I have ecamm, and ecamm does your camera as well as your desktop and all that stuff. And I was like, I should totally look at that. And so I recorded all of my video lessons inside of ecamm. And then what's funny is, I've been doing that for like over a month, and I never used the live streaming function, only the recording function and saving it to my computer. So I was like, I should really like play around with the live streaming stuff, what it's like intended for. And I have to say, it's so good. It's probably now my preferred way of streaming. You guys saw, like, we got the music, we got the overlays, we got all these like cool things that we can do. There was so much flexibility, and like I can make myself like a circle, a square, a 4-bit, and like some of that doesn't exist with some of the other streamers. So I've been super excited about this. And the only thing that it really doesn't have is some of the multi-streaming. And it didn't have, you have to hook up with like Restream to do the multi-streaming, which is fine because I like Restream. And then the other thing is that it didn't really have the interview mode kind of like StreamYard does. But as of October 1st, they just introduced interview mode, which is awesome. So I got to jump into my friend Scott Peachy, like I call him Lord Peachy, but on the Technically Speaking channel, and he brought me in as a guest so we could like live test it in prod, as we like to say, and it worked really well. So I'm excited to maybe try that out as well on my channel too. Okay, sorry. What is the I saw there was some. How much is the course? Yes. Okay. Is there any free editing courses? Well, my friend Trina is also doing, I think, a free, it's called Uplevel Your Video Editing. And I think it's using, like free tools and such. I think it's on your smartphone, and, or you can check it out, but you can find her, Trina Little, on Instagram. I follow her. You'll see her. I actually linked her in my story today, and we were on the panel together this morning. And then, what is this? Or $69.99 or $699, $69.99. Okay, surprise it, son. I will say, I had given a coupon code to the people on Steve Dotto's live stream. So if you message me, I will give you the same coupon code and you can get a discount on it. But that's limited time. So if you want it at a discount, it'll be not that cheap, but it'll be closer. So, Emmy Babs says, I have a computer, a good one, a Mac, but I cannot afford the lesson. What should I do? Well, there's a million free YouTube videos. You just gotta go searching for the ones that are gonna help you out. It's just not gonna be, the lesson is $69. No, mine's gonna be $99, but yeah. What do I stream with? Currently, I am streaming with StreamYard. No, that's a lie. Ecamm. I read that like as I read the comment as like, you should say this, like a teleprompter weird thing. And yeah, I am live streaming with ecamm. I don't know why that's so difficult for me. Ecamm, yeah. And that's the thing is, here is 24 hours ago, or even, well, up until this morning, I'd have felt like super guilty that people are like not able to pay like for my course. But the thing is, like, I put out tons of free content, and there's tons of free content on YouTube. And here's the thing, I've spent months on this, and I think it's okay for me to charge. And when I've packaged up everything that I've kind of like learned and how I've done it, and I've done it in a like the sequential order that like makes sense to me, plus the stuff that I'm giving you, I think I'm probably undercharging. And in fact, Steve told me that I am, but I told him it's my first course, and he's like, all first-time creators do that, and they undercharge. And you'll find that as you go on, you'll probably end up releasing more courses with less content for more money. And I was like, that sounds nice, because I've been like doing nothing but this for like the past 6-7 weeks. So, yeah. That's right. You pay if you want to have the best teach you. And here's the thing is I have to stop feeling bad about that because of the course this morning. We were talking about like, yeah, you can go out there and probably learn everything that I'm going to teach you as long as you're willing to spend hours and hours searching through the bad content to find the good content. And you can totally do that. But what I'm doing is providing people a shorter bridge between where they want to be and where they currently are. And that's worth something. And that's worth something. Okay. So it's just one of those things, like I have to stop apologizing and feeling bad for the fact that I'm going to charge people now for stuff. I mean, not everything. I still put out tons of free videos. I put out a video every week, but thank you. I'm glad that you can be happy for me. Because, it's hard because I have definitely, and I've been on YouTube over 4 years, and this is the first time really that I've had like a real product for people to buy. Like you can buy the subscribe bell for like $7 from my Etsy shop, but like this is the first time that I've been like, no, dude, pay me for my expertise. And at first I thought like no one was even going to buy it, but if you could see it on my wall, you can see it in my Instagram story. I actually started putting my first students' names on Post-its because I'm also going to pick a random winner for anyone who purchases it in the first 7 days. I'm going to pick someone randomly and give them a $50 gift card to Amazon just as a thank you because I'm so excited. It's my first launch. And you know what? And right now the course is on pre-order and so people can purchase it now, but all the content is being released next Friday. And 17 people have already bought it. And that just makes me feel so good because it wasn't even, like a week ago I was in my YouTube accountability group being like, I don't know if anyone will buy it. Like I really don't know. And what's so funny is I talked myself down because originally it was going to be $150. And I was like, I don't know, are people going to pay $150? And like, I was like making myself feel really bad about it. And I saw like other courses and they were actually, I started looking at like Udemy and Teachable and some other places. And some people are charging $120 for less than 4 hours of content. They're not giving you the clips and they're not giving you the subscribe button and they're not giving you the downloads and they're not giving you a lot of stuff. And they're charging just as much. And like mine is like way more content. And so I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to charge $150. So then I talked myself down to like $99. And like, I was even like, I don't know, $99 is still so expensive. I don't know. Maybe it should be like way less. So I even like started doing all these like ideas of like coupons, which is so funny because then people were like, hell no, never do that. Just add more bonuses, but never discount your price like that. So I've already like broken the rules because like for Steve's people, I was just like, here's a discount because I want them to like, they don't really know me. They just know Steve. And so they're just taking it on his recommendation that like, this is a course worth getting. Although they could go then search my YouTube channel or find me or anything like that. And I was just like, I don't know these people. This is not necessarily my audience, but they've all been so nice. And in fact, almost all of my pre-sales have come from his group. And these are people that don't know me. So I would like to think that the people on my own channel who've been following me or with me for 4 years would have a better relationship with me and not feel bad about it, or feel like it's worth it, or like I'm not going to not give them something that is worth the amount that they're paying. And I'd like to think that a lot of them think that I should be charging more, just like Steve. So, yeah, that's the long short of that. Like, right, you can do both. What can I do both of? I'm not sure, but yeah. But surprise it, son. I know you super chatted earlier too. And so, if you, like I said, if you message me, I will give you the same discount code that I gave to Steve's group. And you can purchase it for a slightly discounted price, which I'm not supposed to do because I'm not supposed to discount my services. But anyway, there was one other incident I was going to talk about, though. I mean, I might as well since we're here. Is that, oops, sorry. I did have one of the people, and they don't know me very well or anything, right? But they messaged me and they're like, hey, I thought I was going to get access to this right away. And I was like, I kind of died inside a little bit because I was like, was I not clear enough, even though like maybe it's on my website or I maybe verbally said it, and I'm like, oh, it's actually not out until next Friday. And I was just like, what is this? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, wait. I gotta find my super chat sticker. Wait, here it is. And you know what? We're gonna put a pause on the, I don't even know what story I was telling, so you guys have to remind me, but let's do a little bit of something, huh? Fashion Stomp. I lead, you follow. Oh, which one? Hidden word, Fashion Stomp. Let's try this one. Dance with me, y'all. Just for a little bit. We're gonna have a dance break. Thank you so much. I don't want to butcher your name, but Acrobatic Puzzle and Games. I appreciate you. We're gonna leave that super chat going for the flame. I find it funny. I can make it bigger. How do I make it bigger? No, it's not doing it. Oh, yes, thank you. Fine. Yes, you're exactly right. Let's try another one. I lead, you follow. That's it. That's the whole song. It's a short one. Am I rich? That's a weird question to ask someone because what's your definition of rich, first of all? To answer it, well, one, it's not really any of your business, but two, the answer is no. But I'm not sure why you thought it was also appropriate to ask. It's kind of weird. Let's put that off. My studio looks cool. Thank you. Thank you. I've spent a lot of time trying to, you know, you can see it back 4 years ago. It's definitely grown and evolved over time. Definitely so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. I will have some people know, though, just putting it out there, that I do actually offer channel memberships, and it may be something that you want to check out sometimes instead of a super chat. Only saying that because if there are super chatters at a certain level, I will do a private live stream just for you guys where I can also do like question and answers if you want to talk about like YouTube, if you want to talk about like stuff about video editing, like specifically like questions. I will do like a once a month live stream only for my my community members, and then we can do it where only the community members can be in the chat as well, and then I can do a community posts where only my membership people see that as well. So like you can post and then you can like watch the videos back too, because it's only like available for you guys. Never discount or second guess your self-worth. Oh my god, I don't even know who you are, but I love you so much. Like, thank you so much. I have to tell you, only because of like this morning am I actually feeling better about the fact that saying out loud that I charge money for stuff. Like, and I'm working on it because there's this, I know there's a certain name and word for it, but there's actually this like thing where the fear of disappointing others and getting feedback from others that you've really disappointed them in some way is like crippling to you. And I know another one of my friend YouTubers actually has this, and there's an actual medical term for it. And I never realized that that's just exactly how I feel. Like I don't want to let people down, especially people who've opened their wallets. There's just no worse feeling. And okay. So I was saying, you guys are supposed to remind me of my stories. I'd gotten an email from someone saying like, oh, I thought we were supposed to have access to the course. And I like kind of died inside because I was just kind of like, it's not till next Friday. I'm sorry. And I went down this entire shame spiral of like, was I supposed to say it clearer? Did I not say it enough times? Should I open up the course early? But like everything I have says October 16th. And like, what happens if I like, how could I give access to one person and not like, I went like shame spiral, like downwards. And I was feeling so awful about it. And I was just like, oh God, like, but it is like only one person that has commented, and I was like, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I just totally screwed up and I wasn't clear. But someone else made me feel a little bit better, and they're like, I understood that there's a specific date, but it didn't necessarily stop me from feeling really awful for the person who had brought it up. But it's also, I was just like, I felt so bad disappointing them, and so that's just not the good feeling. But I was saying that it wasn't until this morning, like that kind of stuff. So that just happened. What was it? Yesterday? Yesterday morning, maybe, or maybe like, yeah. So it was less than 24 hours. Okay. Like where I felt like I wanted to die. And if you saw me, so I'm doing this project over on my Shelly Shares Her Day channel, which no one really knows about. There's like 80 subscribers over there. Nobody watches my video. I get like 2 views on a video, and like one of them's me to make sure it like didn't skip because I count my views. But I'm doing like a 5-minute end of my day like video journal entry over there through October, because this is my first launch. I'm also thinking that I need to like kind of document the process of what it's like right now currently for me going through launching, pre-launching, trying to finish my first e-course. I got a lot of stuff going on in like my personal life too. And it's just not stuff I'm going to get into, but just like there's so much going on. And then like I was on 2 podcasts. I was on this Vid Summit panel. I actually did a different interview that's going for a different digital summit. I have which I have to, so that was all great, but I have to still also then have another day where I'm available for question and answers from when that video actually goes live during the digital summit. So it has been like one of the busiest, craziest times of my YouTube type career life ever. And it's just been nuts. It's been nuts. And so I was like, I'm never going to remember all of these feelings and everything that I was going through. So I'm documenting this at least as a so like I said, if you want to see me like squirrel brain down into madness, you can check out the Shelly Shares Her Day channel. And yeah, it's called the Vlogtober project. It's about trying to survive all of October. Now, Barnyard Chicken, I wanted to agree with you and say, yes, there's a great mix between free content and paid content. And like I said, it's kind of like the first time I've ever really packaged my paid content into something. And even testing the waters when I was, I sold my subscribe button in my Etsy shop, which I've actually sold like 7 or 8, something like that, which is crazy because if you watched my, what YouTube paid me for like 1 million views, basically videos, selling subscribe buttons on Etsy has made me more money than several of my YouTube videos. Even at $7 a piece, at 7 and 7 is what, 49. So I've made more money off of that, even after Etsy takes their fees, after PayPal takes their fees, after than some of the videos that I've actually made and put out on my channel. And so to also answer the question that Emmy had earlier when I was saying like, are YouTubers rich? I'm like, no, that video is definitely there to tell you, not rich, not making a lot of money. And this is the first time I've ever like, this and channel memberships are the first time I've really asked people to like spend money on stuff. So, but I'm excited because I feel like now that I've already gotten over the initial like shell shock of like no one in the world is ever going to buy this course, now I'm like, oh wait, some people who don't even know me very well have purchased this course, and now I'm like, I'm feeling better. Like, oh, like this is a thing. People are okay spending their money, and I don't have to apologize or justify like my price. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but before I was really afraid everyone was just going to be like, that's not worth it, and I'm not going to pay that. And I'm like, okay, then don't purchase it. Don't pay for it. But at the same time, I'm starting to kick the fear that like no one was going to see the value in it. I don't know if that makes sense, but I have a new Super Squad member. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going to treat that like a super chat because I don't have like a, okay, whoever you are. Okay, so this is not about you. I mean, this is about the other person. Hold on, I have to deal with them. 1 second. I'm going to celebrate you. And we are going to, oh, it's so annoying. I just didn't catch that earlier. So we're going to remove all those. And we are going to block them. What a jerk. I'm here having a moment and I'm celebrating with everyone. And the last thing I need, although it's a funny username, 9 inches for your little booty. I'm pretty darn sure none of that is true. Oh, hold on. We're gonna have a little dance party, and we're gonna celebrate that Eileen just became a member of the Shelly Squad, of the Super Squad. Okay, so I don't have a thing for that yet, so I'm gonna have to use the Super Chat thing, and then let's go find a song. Better move along. Yeah, 9 inches. You better move along. I don't know these songs well enough to know if it was a good pick or not. So, let's celebrate, y'all. Do you want to come in? I haven't tested the live feature yet with the interview mode. Do you want to come in? I was talking about you earlier, actually. Scott, you want to come in? Lord Peachy, may I have your attendance? I don't know. We're celebrating Eileen, everyone. Eileen has just joined the Super Squad. Barnyard Chicken is dancing with us. Okay, yeah. Let me know when you're ready. I'll figure out how to add you. Or you can text me how. I don't know how to do it. Okay, sorry. I got all excited. Anyways, before we got propositioned for the other guy. Oh yeah, my TubeBuddy thing is I forgot how to resize it. Okay, let me, 1 second here. Let's see if we can I move my little, no. Okay, if I unlock you, yes. How do I, okay, we're gonna get rid of the super chat one here. How do we, okay, wait. Nope, nothing. Dang it. I don't know why it's being so difficult. It's supposed to span the entire lower third. And I don't know why it's not. Nothing's ever simple though the first time. It's okay. Y'all know. Here, I'll turn it off for right now in case it bugs anyone that it doesn't extend the entire set. So thank you so much, Eileen, for joining the Super Squad. I appreciate you. Hi puppies. Am I not paying enough attention to you? Oh wow. They have things to say. I don't know if you guys heard that. Wow. Okay. So one thing over here now, before Scott comes on, very, very excited. Let me see here. Am I in the ecamm live beta? Yes. Yes. How do I live without you? Oh, okay. I see. It says interview. Okay. Interview beta on. Guests can join using the link below. Okay, sweet. Okay. I copy this link. I'm going to go to, I think Twitter is probably the best place to send you that. So Scott, if you're listening, I am sending you the link on Twitter. Okay. That looks good. And then at some point, I'm probably going to get some sort of indication that they're jumping in. And then I will be able to add, oh, this is so exciting. I've been wanting to, I've been wanting to test this feature. I don't know if you guys saw it the other day randomly. It was like almost like midnight on Twitter. It was because ecamm had just released this on October 1st, this interview mode. And I was like, hey, is anyone up who wants to like practice something online? And I got a couple of like, but I didn't know them, so I didn't feel comfortable because you never know like when it's going to go rogue. So I was just like, never mind. I'll just try it another time. But basically you get like 100 hours if you're on the pro plan and you want to do interview mode. You can do up to 4 people. No, you can do yourself plus 4 people. And so I was really, really excited to test this. And they don't double count your time. So it's not like 4 guests, for like an hour. It's not like 4 hours. It's just total time that you're streaming. So thank you. Let me see here. It says superb. Thank you, Eileen, for showing your support. You're really awesome and keep shining. Yay! You guys are the best. You guys are so nice. I love this. You guys are so good. Okay. Were we talking about something before then we got distracted? I feel like we were. We were talking about something and then we got distracted by the booty guy and then we got distracted by something else. You guys will have to remind me because my scroll brain, if I don't have post-its, if I don't have like bullet points like bringing me back to whatever we're supposed to be talking about, like I will just be like, okay, new topic. And I'll be like, these are the top 3 things that you can do to become a millionaire. And I'm like, 3. And then I'll be like, isn't my puppy cute? And I'll never come back to the rest of them. Like, just so you know, that's just not going to happen with me. And then like half an hour later, I'll be like, oh yeah, point 2. And then I'll just go off on another tangent. Okay, let me see if... Should we play another song while we wait for Scott? Anyways, I'm just feeling like in a really good mood right now because, like I said, my husband's actually cooking dinner. Fantastic. And I'm done with the work week for now. So good. And today then marks us being officially 1 week out from the launch of iMovie Made Easy. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. And actually, Steve then berated me while I was on his webinar. He's like, why are you not doing a webinar? Why are you not doing this whole like announcement video? Why are you not doing all these things? And I was like, because I suck at life. And on that note, let me see here. Give me a thumbs up if, I know you can't hear me, but give me a thumbs up if you're, okay, good. I am going to add you to the right, unless you want the left. Welcome.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey. It's my best buddy. I don't know if you guys know this.
We're besties already.
Oh my gosh. I was saying the other day, I was like, did we just, like very much in like Step Brothers, I'm like, did we just become best friends? Yes! Yeah. I'm like, I know you touch my drums. Like,
I know.
I feel like, I know you touch my drums because you're all sweaty. But I feel like we're becoming fast friends because we have so much in common. We both
do.
happen
we love
to be
Chris Farley.
Like, oh yeah, Team Pixel. We both are live streaming with ecamm. Mm-hmm. Love ecamm. We're both doing the interview mode in ecamm, and
it's just super easy. Like I'm watching it over on the big screen. You look so much crispier than I do in mine. Like I look terrible on the big TV.
I'm looking a little shiny, and actually, like this.
No, you look phenomenal compared. Like I'm all pixelated.
No, you look great on my end. Wow, this is just a love fest, y'all. So it's just
yeah, it really
you're
is.
Beautiful. No, you're
you're
beautiful.
More beautiful.
No, you're beautiful. And oh, you know what? You know what though? I was saying we were gonna dance while we were waiting for you, but now that you're here, you're gonna boogie with me just for a minute because I was like, I need someone to boogie with me and do this online dance party, and so I'm not doing it by myself. But like, I was feeling really good today until I don't know if you saw it until the booty guy showed up. But like,
I saw it. Like I was like, you need a mod. I wanted to text like, you need a moderator.
You know what?
You need a moderator.
Here, wait. Wait 1 second. Let me.
Okay.
You're now a moderator on my channel. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, wait. Let's pick a song. Like I said, I don't know the songs well enough. I just put like them all in a folder and I call it like music for social media. I got all of this from Audio Hero, so could not tell you. I do tend to, for YouTube music, tend to swing a little bit more EDM, but no promises.
Love EDM. Love EDM.
Of course you do, because we're besties. So you can pick. This one's called Throw Your Weight Around or Zero It Out Full.
I'm a weight guy. Like, let's throw the weight around.
Let's do this. Throw your weight around. Oh. It's gonna disappoint you because it's really short, though.
Oh.
That's it. That's all you get. It's like a 15-second stinger. I did use that one, though, for like a hater video on Instagram. So we'll do one more.
Okay.
We'll do one more. You can choose between Stellar Breach, Sumo Romp, or Soul Fly. This is all I have, people. These are the names. I have no idea.
I think it's sumo is the way to go.
Okay, ready. We'll go with Sumo Romp. Everyone out there, thank you, buddy. This is our.
I literally thought you had like a little thing, like you were gonna really get into it. Like
that's my puppy.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm ready to dance. I'm ready to boogie. Let's do this. Here we go. Sumo Romp. Jordan says dab. Take this. Finger guns. Okay, sorry.
The internet never forgets. Just so we know,
that's fine.
You and I are out there on the internet doing finger guns and then rodeo, lasso. Like,
there's probably worse of me doing like other weird dances, and like I'm fine with it. So
I'm very glad that the internet. Yeah, I'm really glad the internet wasn't such a huge thing when I was younger. Really super glad. Like I aged myself, but super glad that we were still using like Polaroids and like film cameras.
Yeah. Do you remember it was the Instacams with the that had the film, and then it would pop right out,
pull it out. Yeah.
But the Polaroid ones were like the ones in the the square ones with the thing on the bottom. But the Instacam one had like the basically the Polaroid film, but it was like in the taller portrait orientation. Except the film was so stupid expensive. Oh my gosh, I am aging myself here. Did you hear me? I was like, the film was so expensive. Oh my gosh, I hate me a little bit.
So I straight up would just admit, like, my birthday was last weekend, and I am in my late.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. I'm in my late 30s now.
You know what?
I'm not 40.
You're
late 30s.
No, the way you said I'm not 40 with such disdain.
I'm not saying that 40's bad. That's not what I'm saying. It's like, no, that is definitely not it. 40's the new 30. 30 was the new 20. I like my 30s have been great.
So I just turned the new 30 this year.
You did? Congratulations.
I survived.
No disdain. No disdain.
I heard disdain, but that's
no disdain. None. I just lost best friend points.
A little bit, but that's okay. Okay, so I didn't know if there's
I would have never pegged you for there, by the way.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Slow-mo iOS is saying hi. Jordan Lopez is here.
Yo.
I know. How's it going?
I love to do interview mode, by the way. Like, this is phenomenal. I did not know, so I had only used it to bring you into the show. I didn't know what to expect on this end, but it is super easy. Like a light and a dark mode. Oh, the dark mode's really nice.
It was really cool because you just popped up as like a phone call. And well, you know, because you did it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But I was really surprised. Crazy. And then it said like, where do you want to put them? Like solo, add left, add right, or assign. So if you guys didn't know, if you're part of the ecamm community, the beta just released on October 1st. So you can download it and give it a shot. And the interview mode, if you're on the pro level plan, you get 100 hours of streaming, which is really awesome because for most people, they're not going to go over that. They're not going to cut you off. You can still like purchase more time, but it's
is it 100 per month?
Yes.
Oh wow!
And then I was also saying, I swear to goodness, you did not watch the webinar, but they did say if you have like 4 people on the interview with you, they're not gonna like quadruple your time. It's just total live minutes online, so it's not counting each person as like an hour. It's just total time live.
That's actually really nice to know.
Yeah, so you can have a whole bunch of people, and it only counts for what you're streaming.
Now, my next question is I wonder, could you do a mixture Let's say, because okay, so right now we can only have 4 total, which would be like me, you, someone else, and then like well, so it'd be me, you,
4 guests
someone
and
else
you.
total. Yeah,
Yeah. So
but if you wanted to
technically
get
5, right?
more,
Mm-hmm.
could you Skype? Could you do this plus Skype?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I am not Glenn or, you know, I can tell you.
Yeah, like I'm more curious to like how could we tax the system? Like,
I think you're already taxing it when you're at 4 because people are like, why can't you have like more? And they're like, when you have to process that much
yeah,
video and encode it all at the same time, like it could make people's like computers explode
yeah.
because like doing that and the codecs and everything involved in trying to do anything and especially clearly when you're pumping out 1080p or higher. Yeah.
I'm gonna text you this. I'm gonna text you this picture, but this is what we look like on a TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, did you see how like how tourist I was being right there? I was like
Uh, yeah, I'll send it to you in the Twitter DMs. That way you can see kind of what it looks like on the big screen.
yeah.
Taken on Team Pixel 4A.
I have mine here. I still, like I said, I have to do my camera test and stuff like that. But, you know, did I ever tell you that the original Pixel though is my jam for a very specific reason?
Why?
Okay. Do you remember that when the Pixel first launched, that it had unlimited cloud storage from anything you uploaded from your Pixel?
Oh yes, I'm well aware, and there's many things you can do.
So is it hooked up because there's a cable with a script that pushes random like amounts of video and photo footage to it so it can back that up and then like have unlimited cloud storage for like my video backup? I'm just saying.
Never would you ever.
I would never violate the system like that. But if it was going to be done automatically with a script that runs in my terminal window.
Hey, you're not against the terms and service. It says unlimited cloud storage.
Unlimited anything off the original Pixel. So I just have to do it in 25 gigabyte chunks because of the 32 gig limit on that particular phone. So, but I got nothing but time. I got nothing but time.
Well, you do, especially when you script it. It's just,
yeah, it's like up arrow, last command, push.
Yeah.
So,
God, so amazing.
Don't tell. Although
you're not against the terms of service.
I know.
No,
don't tell the world.
There's nothing to tell. Tell the world you're doing nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Why would we do that?
And you know what though? Actually, I have to give a shout out to Stephanie Explains It All. I believe was because she was one of the first people who like I captured the screen of kind of like some of the commands that were going on to do it. I didn't end up using it the exact same way they did, but I got the idea originally from the video. And so I went on to Amazon, got a Pixel, like the original one, so that I could do this. And I was like, this is the most valuable phone in our collection because of the fact that basically it's unlimited cloud storage for as long as this thing still works and turns on. Like, I don't care about the battery life. I don't care about anything else. I just need it to be able to take the data in. We've lost everybody. We've lost everybody in the chat. That's
I have an original Pixel.
Do you?
But I don't use it like that. Now
getting the wheels turning?
I probably should.
So all your raw footage from any of your videos and such, if you wanted to be able to pull it down already, and don't forget that it is it's not compressing it, it's original quality as well. So if you have something 4K that you recorded, don't forget, if it's coming from your Pixel phone, 4K to 4K, like no loss on that.
One of the videos that I just recorded earlier today, 52 gigs. 4K, 52 gigs.
My computer would scream at trying to like render like the final file. Are you Final Cut Pro or are you Premiere?
I'm Final Cut.
This is why we're besties.
I am Final Cut through and through. Final Cut.
I am Final
Cut. It did my MacBook Pro did not like it. It did not like it at all. Like I started to feed it in and it's like, go.
You know what's funny is one of the if it weren't for like the plugins and stuff that I do love so much, one of the easiest ways for me to deal with 4K is on my iPad Pro using LumaFusion. It's just so fast, and the export time is just so fast. And so I know, Travis from Travis McPee, he does all of his on iPad Pro and 4K and or whatever, and does it
He
on
looks
his
phenomenal.
iPad.
Like it looks great.
And he does LumaFusion, and then he edits and uploads from there. So
Contractor POV is another one that does it. He does the iPad Pro LumaFusion. Dan Gage is another one that does it.
Yeah,
I think so there's a lot of
I
people
love
that are doing it.
LumaFusion. It is best used on an iPad though, because I have it on my phone.
100%.
But like the screen and the menu is so, even on a larger screen, it's just so like it's too compact. So I'll do it in a pinch, but I don't prefer it. But on an iPad, yes, LumaFusion, because it can be awesome also for TikToks.
Like, yeah, I've been asking, is like, please, can you please come to Android? Please, pretty please, pretty please come to Android. And I'll try Adobe Rush. They're like, it's coming to Android. It's one phone. I don't know
if you can have Spark Video. Spark Video is one of my favorites also on iOS devices, because it already has all of these like built-in sounds from Epidemic, which is really awesome. And then it has a direct upload to TikTok or Instagram stories like from it. And then these really cool transitions. And there aren't actually these weird time limitations like there are, but you can still, I'm just saying, it's a pretty cool program once you get kind of used to the interface and these round circle things that they have going on. I was going to make a video about it. I still have to do that. But yeah.
Adobe Spark?
Nope. Spark Video. No, that's a lie. Wait. That's the Adobe program. I'm saying Spark Camera.
Spark Camera. Got it. Not that I've seen.
Okay. I didn't know if that's only
iOS gets all the cool stuff.
We're sorry.
You're not sorry. But
you know what though? Android has this like free, sometimes to its detriment, but like free ecosystem so that people and developers and stuff can get in there quickly and like make apps that are to market fast. You know, so I do love that about it. And there's like a lot of flexibility in like iOS. There's always like, there's a lot more red tape. There's a lot more bureaucracy, it seems, to get anything into the store.
but once you get into the store,
once you're in,
you start to really to like make the bank. Like then, you're like, say, I'm on the App Store. Okay.
Okay, Epic Games.
I know, right? How's your Unreal Engine?
How's that Unreal Engine working out for you? And the whole like, you're not. Yeah, if you want to get into this,
I'm not a gamer, like
I'm not
at
either.
all, so I'm whoa over my head when I get into this stuff.
I'm just gonna say that like you agreed to the terms of service, just like we all do when we get into anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you so blatantly violated those rules that like you can't act surprised that they're gonna come by and be like,
that was a whole setup too. Like, they wouldn't have come up with that whole 1984 skit where like the Fortnite guy throws something into the Big Apple. Like, okay, hang on a minute. You guys knew this. You had 4, 5, 6, 7 steps way ahead.
Yeah.
If you didn't think there were repercussions that Apple was going to give you, really?
I know. It's ridiculous. And it's just kind of like, you know, I'm actually glad you're here, because I was so bummed the other day when I was on your live stream and then I had to run because I had a different meeting. Did I tell you that day that I also had a meeting like 9:30 to 10:30 p.m.?
Oh.
Yeah. Time zones, man. Yeah, it made me
Where
sad.
was the other person?
India. It was a whole group. It was a whole team of like India. So, I was going something. Oh no! I was bummed because we were going to be talking about maybe some of this like iPhone 12 stuff, and we were like, "What is the 5?" And I was like, "It's going to be 5G, right? It's got to be like teasing 5." And then I was like, "I gotta jet. I gotta go." And then other than that, I was like, "I can't even get into the rumors right now because I have to go." But like, I felt so bad. I was just like, I'm gonna say nothing because if I start going down on any, I was just gonna like.
You would never got to that meeting.
No, I never would have. And it's so funny because I thought I had more time because the person was like, oh yeah, 5:40, and then they're like, oh no, I have to drive someplace else, and so like, can we do it a little earlier? And I was like, yeah, sure, I gotta go, guys. You see me where I was like.
I know you're like, I have to go. And, oh, okay.
I know. And then I came back exactly when you guys were saying goodbye. I was like, we were just gonna start talking about phones, and I was just like, okay, I got to go. Bye.
I know when you popped back, it's like, oh, Shelly's calling. Okay, well, hang on a minute.
And then say goodbye. Did you buy the AC adapter for your camera? I was about to like go online and find a specific one and like send it to you, but I didn't want to be too presumptuous because you do have a manager that's going to do that for you. A producer, right?
He's not producing anything. The only thing he's producing is the spot in the square that we put him on the show. That's literally the only thing he's producing.
Famous. Oh my gosh. For a second there, I was going to get out. I thought it said famous Ada. And I thought for a minute, like Ada Lovelace, like the first computer programmer under like Charles Babbage. And I was just kind of being like, what? And then it wasn't. It was something else. But I'm still going to thank you very much for all your valuable time and efforts. You are doing a wonderful job. Thank you.
You are doing a wonderful job.
Shut up.
See, you are.
That's how I treat my friends, everyone. I tell them to shut their faces.
Right?
Don't you want to be friends with me?
I know, right? You're so great. Shut your face.
Shut
You're
your
so
face.
Great.
Just die.
So over it.
Just fall over and die. Oh my God.
You're done. You're done. Bye.
You were cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. But how are you? How's your week? Friday.
I am glad the week is over. It is 9:37 p.m. I'm going to edit.
Oh, yeah, you're Eastern.
Yeah. I'm going to edit for about another hour on the 52 gigs that I made a little earlier today. And then I'm going to go to bed.
Do you actually scrub through all that footage and bring it down into your timeline, or do you just do like a ton of in and out points? And
no, I'll bring the whole thing into the timeline and then just.
Ow. Are you doing like multicam all the time too? To like,
I don't do multicam all the time. Okay. Thank God. So in a couple of my videos, I'm gonna have side by side.
Okay. And
then I'll flip the audio back and forth. So like when I do any type of comparison between devices, I typically will do I hate vertical video. Like it's just my thing. I know. I am
personally offended and hurt.
I cannot. Well, so here's the thing. Okay, hang on a minute. I'm a heathen, and then I'm gonna make myself feel bad. So give me a second. So I don't like filming vertical. I've just not been a fan of filming vertical. I've always been, if you have a phone that has great cameras, film it like this. This is just the way that it should be. Not this. Like this is just my thing, right? So in my camera comparisons, I always do two devices like side by side like this, because that's the way I like it to look. And everybody's like, don't do that because you have to turn the camera off and flip the audio and it's way more work. So in my next camera comparisons, I'm doing it like this.
Yeah.
Basically like vertical. So like I'm giving in, I'm filming them both vertical. But so I say all of that. When I watch YouTube videos, I don't watch YouTube videos like this.
You know, it's funny. So there's actually, if you look at the Mover report, which is the mobile overview usage statistics report from Scientia Mobile, they actually had put out a study that said that, that 70% of traffic from YouTube is coming from mobile devices, but more than 80% of the time when someone has a smartphone in their hand on a video site, they're still actually watching it in a portrait orientation. So they don't turn the phone. And people don't account for that. And it's amazing. Yeah. And if you think about the time that actually over 95% of the time when people are holding a smartphone in their hand, it's in the portrait orientation. So I'm a big proponent. Maybe I'm a big proponent of vertical video. I have a whole other channel dedicated to it. I actually have done a couple of talks for conferences.
I've been following you on Instagram. It's like you might single-handedly make. It's like, I'll be honest. I was watching camera comparisons, people doing it, and then you popped up in my Instagram feed, and I was like, all right, fine. I'll film these vertical. And legit, my next 3, maybe 4 videos that are side-by-side comparisons are all vertical.
Mm-hmm. So I have the, that we were both talking about the switch pod and everything, but let me show you this. Hold on one second.
Okay.
You know how I said I only mess with Ulanzi, right? But yeah. So Ulanzi has this,
yes,
the mobile kit like this. So I got one of their like little lights, and then I got like a couple of their phone holders and stuff like this. And of course, this is side by side, so I can do the Pixel in one and like the iPhone or whatever in the other, so that I can go out and do my camera comparisons like this. So yes.
So we basically come up with the same rig, but what I do is I put like a T-mount on my switch pod.
Oh, I bought one of those too. I have one too, but I thought this was easier because then I could just like run around with it. Like, 'cause I have both,
so the way that you do it's much easier. your stabilization is going to be a lot better than mine. Mine's always like.
But you know what's funny is nobody cares what I have to say about phones. It's just weird.
Yes, they do.
But it's
especially. Let me. Yep. Mm-hmm. Did you get a FedEx notification earlier today?
I might have. I might have.
That'll be interesting.
But I'm still actually, I haven't even made the comparison for this one yet. So.
Doesn't matter. It's okay.
Like I said, and I told you, like, don't know how they found me. Don't know why they would pick me, because I never make enough content to like for them to feel it's worth it.
But I already told you why they picked you. You recommended the 4A to your mother-in-law. See?
Yeah.
Influencer.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short.
To myself.
No, don't sell yourself short.
I influenced myself to buy it.
You influenced your mother-in-law. True story.
Well, they didn't have a choice. I just purchased it because it was a birthday present.
But you influenced her to use it by buying it.
Okay, 1 second here. And you. No. Here's one thing that you're not going to do. I don't care who you are. You're not going to come onto my channel, into my house, and like say things about me or any of my guests. And if you are, you're uninvited to my house. So you can find the door, and this is not the place for you, because we're not about that here. So
no idea what happened.
People are dumb. No, what were we saying though? I was saying something.
Why you're an influencer?
But I'm not.
But you are.
I really feel like I'm not. But modern day tech, how's it going? It's nice to see you. You know what's really funny though is some of the nicest, most welcoming people that I've met are sometimes in like the tech influence space. So, you know, like you or Viper or, you know, Modern Day Tech or El Jefe Reviews or
oh my God, I love El Jefe.
You know, like Renee. Like everyone is like always really, 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 really nice. And it's always kind of a bummer because then we'll get on to some sort of call and they'll be like, why aren't there more ladies? And I'm like, have you seen how women in tech are sometimes treated? Like you get one spec wrong in an entire 12-minute video and you hear nothing but that, or people are like, oh, that's so nice. You like, yeah. So I'm a little bit more sensitive to that too, because then I get this phone and like, I don't even know any of the specs on it. I'm like, but it has a blue button.
But
it's pretty.
No, but the thing is, it's like, I think that's the thing. Like people who get caught up in the specs though, regardless of gender, like it's not a spec game anymore. And I've said this before on my live show. It's not about the specs. It's not about the hardware. It's just not. It's about the experience, the software. Look, we're not in a
feature and the benefit, right?
Yeah, we're not in a hardware game anymore.
Yeah, and I feel like sometimes that is the thing that like, I don't know how to say this exactly without being offended on other people's behalf, but I feel like sometimes some females have to feel like they have to go overboard with the specs and everything and what it means and what it does, because if we were to just go on features and benefits and stuff like that, people would be like, you don't know anything about the hardware, or you don't know. And I'm like, but that wasn't the point. The point is like what it can do for you and like what the end result is. But I feel like it's almost, you're not legitimate unless you can also rattle off all the specs at the same time. So it's kind of one of those. Yeah.
I hate that. So like I am a father of 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy. And so this is me being super protective of my kids, of course, but there is nothing that my daughters can't do that no other boy or man can do in this world. They can go to the moon, they can go to Mars, they can do whatever they want. They can do and be whatever they want. And so I hate hearing things like that, because I completely understand what you're saying from the specs perspective, but then I would look at those same guys and probably say, what phone do you have? You have an iPhone. Okay, cool. You have an iPhone. So let me ask you this question. Do you know how many gigs of RAM are in that iPhone? Probably not. What's one of the biggest features that you probably use your iPhone for? Oh, iMessage? Cool. You know, that's a piece of software. That has nothing to do with hardware. What about AirDrop? Did you know that AirDrop has absolutely 0 to do with hardware either? It has everything to do with software. So this whole, you got to know the specs, has nothing to do with the fact that the thing you're using your iPhone for is all software based, because Apple doesn't always put like huge spec grabbing things in there other than maybe the A13 Bionic. But when you're talking about like major things around RAM, Ain't gonna happen, Captain. And so this whole hardware crap, I hate it. Hate chasing the specs. And I'm off my soapbox.
I'm listening. I'm just chasing down a puppy too. Oh, she's gonna come say hi. Hey, baby.
You're good.
Hi.
So little.
I know she's so little. Come on, Lens, you can do it. I know she's all dark and wait. Come on. There she is.
There we go.
There she is. Modern Day Tech, do you want to come join us? Come in for a little, come in, the water's fine. We're doing interview mode on ecamm. If you want to hang with us for a little bit, we'll bring you in. Bring you on screen.
Come on in.
The water
I'm gonna stay in for
fine.
about 5 or 10 more minutes and then get back to
really?
editing.
You're putting a time limit on it? Wow.
Well, I have to because otherwise, wow, aggressive. I have to, otherwise I won't be able to get any of my editing done.
So Casey is a about 4-year-old Yorkie poo, and she's almost about 4 pounds, and she's cute as a button, and she's had a poor mommy quarantine haircut quite a few times, unfortunately for her. She's not happy about it. She's like, I'm much cuter when I go to like the doggy place. Yeah. Her haircuts cost more than mine do, and I only get my haircut once a year. I swear.
I cut my own hair.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I haven't had a haircut in actually probably over a year. Yeah, it's been a long time. Are you still working? Yeah, I know, right, man? Working. We were talking about something though, and I felt like I was going to say something before we went off on this other tangent, and then I got distracted by the person I had to throw the hammer down on. But I can't remember offhand what it was.
I don't remember what it was either.
See, you're
talking about how you were an influencer. No, you were talking about how you weren't an influencer.
But I have to say, so no, this morning, I don't know if you caught the very beginning of the stream, I was saying that I was feeling pretty good all day because this morning, and I'm going to come back to your point about being a dad and telling your kids they can do anything too, because we're gonna tie this thing together with
full circle.
We're gonna try. We're gonna give it a shot. But I was on the this panel this morning, and so it was hosted by Desiree Martinez, and she hosts the Women of YouTube podcast, which is sponsored by TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy, which is one of the CEO guys, is Phil, and Phil has 3 daughters, and Phil is always talking about kind of like being a girl dad and how like he wants his daughters to like grow up in a world where they believe they can do anything, and so he's always been such a big proponent of like empowering females and giving them more opportunities. And what's so funny is after the panel this morning, Desiree had said to all the, like, there are some powerhouses on this thing too. So I'm super excited for this to come out because it's coming out at Vid Summit. It's part of the,
oh my God,
which it's the first time they've had like a panel like this, like all females and like actually talking about like a woman's type thing. Like,
you're literally changing history.
We are.
Continue.
I know. I was really surprised. Put that out there. But I was saying that Desiree was saying this morning that Phil actually sent an email to Daryl and the others saying like this panel needs to happen because we've been talking about it amongst us and women and everything for the past multiple years. And Desiree's like, so Phil actually sent an email. So if you guys get a chance, you guys should say thanks. And so like I was like, oh yeah, don't you threaten me with a good time, I will. So I sent him an email afterwards, and I was like, Phil, buddy, just got off this panel, so awesome, but like I have to tell you that like I didn't even think this day was ever gonna come, so I was like super excited, and I heard that you actually sent an email over, and I'm really appreciative, so thank you for including. And I'm like, girl dads are the best, and thanks so much. And he actually sent back a message, and he's like, oh, that's so awesome. And he's like, I actually got an email thank you from someone else. And he's like, I was telling them that it was because of you yelling at us 2 years ago at Vid Summit about how there wasn't enough. I told them that they always do these TubeBuddy roundtables and stuff at Vid Summit, because that's one of the times they have lots of people together. And I was telling him that, like, hey, dude, I love your, like, roundtables and stuff, but I'm tired of the sausage fest. Could we have, like, some females every once in a while to have a different perspective? And like, it was one of the first times, like, he was so cool. Like, he's just a cool guy. But I was telling him, I was like, I'd like to see more females and just in general, like, not only on your channel. And, like, it was after that they did, like, the Women of YouTube, like, month, where they had an entire month of, like, female streamers, which was amazing. And he was saying that, like, yeah, we would have never really thought of that. And then it wasn't that long after that where they actually started to bring me on to do, like, every few months or so, I go onto their channel and I talk about stuff, which is really cool because their community is like the best. It's like awesome. But so I have a deep love and appreciation for them. And Phil is always, no matter what, like I yelled at them at Vid Summit. I yelled at them at VidCon. I yelled at them like all the time. But he was telling me, he was like, no, like 2 years ago when you were saying that like we needed to have more females, not only on the TubeBuddy thing, but like he's like, we probably wouldn't have done or supported something like this, like so vocally, or like said that we needed to have this if like you hadn't ever said that in the very beginning, like a couple of years ago. So it was one of those full circle moments where I was just like, maybe I am an influencer.
You are an influencer. Look, you're influencing up and down the hierarchy through a lot of different companies. All of these things is like, but that's the thing is like, you're breaking the barriers for, I mean, honestly, you're breaking barriers for people like my daughters. Is the idea is like, you're an example. I can go, see, look, my oldest, she wants to be a YouTuber so bad. And so I get to show her, like I've shown her things like Issa does tech, right?
Yeah.
Look, here's what Issa's been doing. Look, watch what she's doing. Look what she's doing. One thing that I love the fact that what Issa does is she is herself. She talks about how does it feel in the hand? How does it, where does it fit in terms of like purse size? Like that's important information. You want to know why? Because females buy phones. Like that's where like you see guys all the time talk about like, well, I put my phone in my front pocket or my back pocket. It's no different for the females putting it in any of the devices. Some wear backpacks, some have purses, some have this, that, and the other. It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. And so I get to show her these things like this and say, look, another one like Summer Silvery. She's an artist.
I love her.
So I love Summer to death. By the way, she lived in the same city that I have. I've had coffee with her multiple times. She is a phenomenal person. She's done illustrations. I bought all of her books. They're all in the house for me. So my kids get to read her. And like, so they get to know, like, they get a chance to say like, I know the person that made this. And my daughter's really big into art. And I get to say, Gigi, that's my daughter's name. Somebody that daddy knows, she did this. She can do it. You can do this too. And so she's drawing her own art. She's doing these things. And it's just, you are literally an example that I can show my daughters and say, look, you can do this too.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's teaching my son, look, we're going to support this. We're going to do this with each other.
Yeah. I think it's so important because a lot of people think that like, if I'm trying to empower women, that I'm trying to like downplay the importance of men. I'm like, no, we need you. We got to have you guys like stick up for us and like sometimes say stuff for us too. So it's like this fine balance because people think that just because I'm trying to like sometimes lift up women that I'm trying to then bash and downplay men, and it's not like that. And so it's nice when people get it. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to like it's like they understand it, and I think it's so important because I've been telling people for a long time. So I'm in like kind of the tech industry and I always have been. And a lot of the time I would be like, you go to the bathroom in the morning, you're like the first one for the day. So that's when the lights finally come on. Like the lights literally come on for the first time when you go to the bathroom. And like only female in a lot of different rooms and in certain conversations and stuff like that. So it's been difficult because especially from a young age, I was talking to someone about this the other day, and they actually run like a group counseling session for teenage girls. And I'm like, I can't even imagine how difficult it is to be a teenage girl right now. But one of the things I would have to say is that a lot of them are discouraged very, very early and young from participating in like computer science. And so as a female in STEM myself, I say like, here's the thing. Think about it in a different like frame of reference. If you are using Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, this is computer science. So when you hit like a tweet, it's basically just a database. It's just a database storing all this information. And then when you update this and you're posting this and you're deleting something, this is all like crud, basic computer science like stuff. And I'm like, and when you're talking about like you're friends with this person but not this person, these are just different tables where the people are kind of like relating and talking to each other. Or like the fact that you hit this button and it's blue, someone designed that. That is computer science. The fact that you're using and interacting with computer science all day long very comfortably, because you don't ask a girl if she knows how to use Instagram a lot of the time or Visco or whatever it is. They just know how to do it. And I'm like, here's the thing, you're using a filter. You know what that is? Like, this is all like, this literal is all software. Code. This is code. This is computer science. It surrounds you all the time. You're using it all the time. So don't let anyone for a second tell you that you can't be in the voice of what it takes to create this, because this filter sucks. Clarendon always makes me look washed out and not, or it's too blue or whatever it is. And I'm like, you having an opinion about that, you're actually having an opinion about computer science. You just don't even know it right now. So like reframing it in this like way to be like, not only is this cool, but you can have like, don't let a damn person out there tell you that like your voice isn't important about it or that you can't learn how to do this. And here's the thing, is like I ended up learning how to code so I can do all the stuff, but like I didn't do that until much later in life. And people a lot of the time are like, well, you can't do computer science because you weren't awesome at math and you weren't great at science and you weren't. I'm like, yeah, you know what, I got my degree.
You don't need
in,
to like
sports psychology.
Yeah.
But you know what, I can still do a JavaScript loop. I can still do all these things even though I wasn't great at math in high school. Like that's not the point. And so I really wish that people would stop discouraging, saying that if you're not the right type of computer scientist, that it's not for you. You know what I mean?
I'll see. My thing is like we run total opposite in this house. So the kids are at home obviously because of things going on in the world. So education at home. Each kiddo, including the 5-year-old, does coding.
Yeah, code.org or
so I don't know what the app is. It's through the school district. But we do 30 minutes every day.
Yeah, I love that.
It's not, we had to do something. It's the idea is like, you know what? Like, and we also, this is because my wife and I are old school. We teach cursive.
Yes.
So like we're one of those. Like we don't have to. It's not in the curriculum for the school district. Oh, but you guys are going to learn. Like,
you know what? There's a lot of that stuff. I don't agree with. Like, I see kids using all sorts of like shortcuts and abbreviations, and I'm like, no, you address people correctly. You speak correctly. I don't care if it takes you 5 extra seconds to spell out the word. And I'm like, if it's gonna be a big problem for you, here's what text replacement, I always put for like DEF because definitely is like one of the hardest words to spell correctly 100% of the time. I don't know why it is. So I always have I have shortcuts for definitely, tomorrow, like just all kinds of like weird, inconceivable.
Thank God for autocorrect. Thank God for autocorrect on my keyboard. Because Google Keyboard's like, I know what you mean.
Yeah. But I was just like, I would much rather see an entire text message composed correctly, grammatically correct, than all of this like I see, like all like lowercase, all like
fingers
without
on
punctuation.
A chalkboard for me.
I can't. This is why we're
fingers
friends.
on a chalkboard. Yeah,
okay,
it just like can't do it.
Because we're friends now, we're gonna have to pick a different song. So we're gonna pick another song. So you can pick A New Day, You're the Reason, Unlimited Partnership, Variations on a Dream.
Well, I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night on the East Coast. 10 o'clock at night. Variations of a Dream. I'm closer time-wise to Dream State. This is me trying to create a link.
Okay.
So I'll go with that last one.
You know what though? I like where the lizard brain is going because there is no rhyme or reason. It's just a list of names, and I could not tell you if you've chosen well or not. So
I have no idea. It was literally like, this feels right.
Scully's in the house. Okay, Variations on a Dream you picked.
Okay, here we go.
Because I know you said you have to jet, so if you want, this can be your swan song out.
This will be my swan song. Okay, here we go. If it's good.
Swan. I can't believe I just did that.
You should see like my Instagram. I sing in the Jeep.
No, but I did it too. Swan song, but to like the
Oh no, I know
song.
what it is. Oh yeah, no, I know.
I'm embarrassed.
I feel like this should be like what those guys on SNL used to dance to, like
Night at the Roxbury. You want to dance? No, you. Finger guns. I think this is it's only 59 seconds, so you can do this and then you can bounce. Anyone else out there? You can boogie with us too. I see you, Scully.
Tech for Uni's probably still out there.
I want to make everybody dance every time they come on. That means no one will want to come on, but
yeah, that's not true. You'd be surprised. People need to get out and dance. This is what makes humans get connections with other humans.
Did I ever tell you that I'm actually on a dance team? It's a like show line dancing team.
Really?
Oh, I know you
No,
said you have to go.
but that's hilarious.
It's not hilarious. It's awesome. They're
I
very
know
good.
I like that. Like,
Well,
I just
then
like,
wrong
I would
use
end up,
of the word hilarious. Wrong
it's 10 o'clock at
context.
night. Don't be angry.
I'm angry. They're very
I'm
good.
sorry. So sorry.
All right, forgive him because he serenaded
Is
me.
there you go. Okay. All
All
right.
right.
I'm going to go edit for an hour.
Do I have to say
No,
or do you just
no, I
like
think you can kick me out or I can hang up.
Okay, you can hang up. No, you hang
Okay.
up
I'm
first.
out.
No, you
Oh.
hang up.
All right. I'm out. 3, 2, 1.
I can't believe he hung up. That was so rude. That was so rude. No, I'm just kidding. Scully's House of Thrillers, thank you so much for being here. So excited to hang out with everyone. I was just having a really good Friday, and I wanted to hang out with y'all and let you guys know about it. Like I said, if you weren't here at the very beginning, I did this panel this morning, and I got to be around a whole bunch of other like kick-ass women, and it totally, thank you, buddy. It rejuvenated me for the rest of my day to like keep going forth and being feminine and kicking ass, and that was just something I wanted to share with y'all. Also, I don't know if you guys know this, but only 7 more days until my e-course launches, which is just insane. It's so insane. So we were going to come on, we were going to celebrate, we were going to like give y'all the updates on everything that's going on, but like we've done a lot of that. So what do you guys want to talk about? You guys can tell me. But I'm so glad you guys are here with me because I don't want to be by myself. Oh, Eileen had to go. Got it. Tech for your needs. Hello. You and me wrong. You and I correct. Oh, did I say you and me? Oh no. I was just in the flow. I was saying stuff really quickly. Did I say it incorrectly? Oopsies. You know what else is one of those pet peeves? So some friends of mine and family members, if someone is like, how are you doing? And they're like, I'm doing well versus like, I'm doing good. It's a thing. It totally drives some of them crazy. So, Benar, how's it going? So I have to say though, for the most part, everyone has been like, hey buddy, totally chill, totally nice. And I even had a couple of super chats, which was really, really awesome. So thank you everyone for that. And I don't know if you guys know this too, but if you didn't want to do a super chat and you wanted to do the channel memberships because it might get more perks or something, then like that's something you can check out. Anything else? Oh. Well, no. I was going to ask you guys, but then I was just like, no. Maybe I won't. But we talked about a lot of stuff, actually. How long have we been on here? Oh my gosh, we've been on an hour and a half. I did not realize that. Sometimes time just flies when you're talking amongst your friends. So, all right, I'm going to go have dinner because actually it was done a while ago. I know they poked their head in here. My husband did, and he was like, you going to come eat? And I didn't because I was dancing and hanging out with y'all. So I'm going to go do that. And then you guys will see me on Sunday for a video. Although if you want to check out the Vlogtober project that I'm doing, it's over on my other channel, which is Shelly Shares Her Day. And I'm doing a 5-minute recap at the end of each night about my day. And I think today's is going to be kind of like fun. Yeah. So I do know that like when you're talking about a particular sentence, a lot of the time, if you take the other person out of the equation and it's just you, would you say, me went to the store? No, you'd say like I went to the store. So then it would be like Josh and I went to the store. And it's just one of those kind of like things that I kind of like remembered is like take yourself out of it or take the other person out of it. And if it's just yourself, like what are you left with? And if you wouldn't say it that way, then it's probably not the way that you would say it in the sentence. I hope that makes sense. Was my example clear enough? So if I said, thank you for hanging out with Josh and I versus Josh and me, would you say thank you for hanging out with me or thank you for hanging out with I? So you would say me, right? So you say thank you for hanging out with Josh and me. Or me and Josh. Whatever. You guys did not come here for that English lesson. which was probably done very, very poorly. Can I say shout out to all of the teachers out there in the world that are trying to continue to teach people during these troubling times. If you know of a teacher out there who's trying their very best, fighting with technology, wondering if the kids in the class are paying attention, maybe send them a $10 Starbucks card because they deserve it. They definitely deserve it, okay? Or maybe like a little Amazon. Let them buy some Post-it notes or some school supplies that they didn't have to pay for out of their own pocket. Because, gosh, I am the daughter of a school teacher, and so I can tell you firsthand that, one, teachers are not paid enough. Definitely not paid enough during a pandemic while trying to virtually teach your kids. I don't envy them at all. So why is it black? I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Wildflower. I'm not sure. But anyways, so if you know of any teachers out there, definitely give them a break, but maybe also give them a gift card somewhere. They definitely have earned it. So I hope you all have an awesome night. And like I was saying, if you want to check out the end of the night recaps for the last few days, week or so, you can check it out on the Shelly Shares Her Day channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys in a video very soon.